Hello everybody, I'm Just and welcome back to our F1 25 Career Mode, episode 5 today for the Bahrain Grand Prix. And we are starting today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, with a secret meeting. I wonder what team it is going to be. Let's find out which team it is. It's Ferrari. It is Ferrari want us, ladies and gentlemen. We've been performing so well so far that Ferrari themselves want us. But if we want to, destroy our careers, then sure, we'll go with Ferrari. I am planning to stay with Williams, at least for next season. But I thought, you know what, let's just have some fun with it, and we'll continue the talks. Just, get Ferrari, excited, interesting, and then shut them down. And, yeah, seems like our meeting was a success.
I know.
No one knew about the meeting.
You're welcome.
Which was good. And now we are looking at the upgrades. We have the front downforce upgrade coming as well. And we are looking at the Venturi tunnel upgrade for the rear downforce. I'm thinking in terms of downforce, we're not doing too bad. Like, our car is weirdly balanced. It's really well balanced in terms of performance for the car. But we are going to go with the Venturi Tunnel's rear downforce upgrade, so that'll be coming in a couple of races time. And yeah, we go into the weekend, and this is the performance chart, ladies and gentlemen, for going into the weekend. You can see McLaren making a slight minor upgrade there, extending their lead between Red Bull. Mercedes, even less of an upgrade. Ferrari getting close to Mercedes in 4th. We officially overtake Aston Martin for the 5th fastest car. I don't know how the Aston Martin is that fast, by the way. Well, there we go. Pretty much most of the field making upgrades in. The Connor Sport making the biggest upgrade. Except from the Alpine and the Haas then, and Aston Martin's not making any upgrades for the weekend, as we now go into our first qualifying race. Let's go. Race. Lap. I don't know what I'm saying. We're on our first hot lap here today in Bahrain. Thankfully, it's not going to be any rain. Nothing like that. It's going to be a full dry weekend as we just get the car rotated, trying to just have a banker lap really, and not really have any expectations this weekend, because I'm not too strong around Bahrain, so we might struggle here today. But as you can see, we finished our first hole up, and we're going for a second one straight away now. And we are going to make a almost 3/10 improvement there, up into 6th with a 130.7. A pretty decent showing so far, as we are now on a fresh set of softs, ladies and gentlemen, if I can speak, at the end of this session. And there we go. We break a little bit deep there, but still getting the car rotated. We are losing a lot of time on the exit though. A little bit of a yellow flag behind, that's fine. Open up DRS. Getting the car turned in nice and early on the throttle. Trying to salvage any time back, as we do through that set of corners there. Absolutely beautiful rotation. Got a little bit of traffic up ahead. Hopefully they get out of the way. I thought that was the Aston Martin. Is that the Mercedes? One of the car. I think that's the Aston Martin. Just doesn't get out of the way. Attempted to get out of the way, but we make a little bit of contact. Even more so here, the Alpine just does not get out of the way whatsoever. Now taking evasive action, going off the track there. I thought maybe we could salvage at least some time, but nope. Thankfully, we do get into Q2 with the first few laps that we set then. The car size up into P8 then, really good indeed. Lando Norris currently first. Both of the Consports, I think for the first time, making it out of Q2. Very well done to them. Something to note, ladies and gentlemen, for this weekend is I have once again increased the AI difficulty up to 102 this time now. So, yeah, the cars will be even, or the AI will be even faster. And that's why I want a challenge. Yeah, I just want a challenge basically. So yeah, we'll see how this all plays out as we are now into our Q2 lap. First lap in Q2 even. This is a set of old tyres, so the tyres that we used in Q1. The second set of softs that we used in Q1. Just to set some form of banker lap, see where we can improve. You can see there, you got a wash of understeer. And once again, we are faced with an Aston Martin that just doesn't get out of the way. Just, oh my gosh, what is it with the Aston Martins not getting out of the way? Finishing this lap now, activating DRS. Crossed the line into third place with a 1:31.3, so slower, almost a whole second slower then. Half a second slower than our Q1 lap. But we're on a new set of soft tyres, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of the session, you can see everyone is finally coming out of the pits. We opted to go a little bit earlier to try and avoid the traffic. And the Aston Martin finally learns his lesson this time and gets out of the way. We have a little bit of a tank slapper there on the exit, but that's fine. Getting the rotation in for the S section there. Currently 4/10 up almost. And getting the exit down towards the end of this lap now. Currently 6/10. 6/10 improvement. Getting the rotation out of the last corner. DRS open. What's it going to be? It is currently P8 with a 1:30.6. And that is just about going to be enough to get into Q3 then. George Russell topping the timing board then. I don't know, it's P4, not only almost 7/10 behind. Not a great qualifying session for him then. Myself and Colour Science pretty much saying the exact same lap time then, with a 1,000th of a second difference. And Oscar Piastri in P10 as well is only 110th back or something like that. Yeah, 110th back. So we're all very lucky to get into Q3 then, because we're only about 10th or so. Or even half the 10th or so, behind Liam Lawson, who currently is out of qualifying, along with Kalliamer, Nico Hülkenberg, Fernando Alonso, Aiden Jackson, and Oliver Behrman in P16. But now it is time for the real show, ladies and gentlemen. It is Q3, once again on a set of old soft tyres to set a representative lap time. And yeah, the grip not being too bad on these old tyres. So obviously we're going to use it for a couple of laps in total, so the out lap and the in lap as well. But yeah, we're going to open up DRS, cross the line. It is a 1:30.6, only 2/10 behind our Q2 lap then, as we try to give our teammate a little bit of slipstream there. Even though that doesn't quite work, that's not how slipstream works. But yeah, here we are. New set of soft tyres, ladies and gentlemen. Our second final lap of qualifying here today. Already 2/10 up, 3/10 is going to be almost as we go into the the fourth corner technically, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, fourth corner. Getting the exit nice and good. S section is absolutely beautiful, very satisfying. We've got a lot of downforce. What I've been doing with these setups the entire races. I've been increasing the front downforce, but then decreasing the rear downforce. But we crossed the line. What is it going to be? It is P8 for our efforts here today. And obviously that's pretty much expected.
Don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
I said that's pretty much expected as Lando Norris is on pole position for tomorrow. Then Oscar Piastri almost 4/10 behind then. So a very good lap from Norris. Verstappen in P5. He'll be looking to make up some places here today, especially from his spin in China, which he had. But P8 for us, P10 for Carlos Sainz. Honestly, I'm just happy that both of us are we're in Q3. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the race.
The stage is set for another enthralling race in the Kingdom of Bahrain. A Ferrari stronghold in years gone by. Will they be able to add to their record today? We'll be racing around 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit today. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left down into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he will start from pole position. And Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Leclerc, Max Verstappen and Tsunoda, Hamilton, Williams, Gasly and Carlos Sainz, Lawson, Hulkenberg, Fernando Alonso and Jackson, Behrman, Stroll, Andrea Kimi, Antonelli and Esteban Ocon, Colapinto, Bortoletto, Mayer and Isaac Hadjar rounds off the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway.
As we now go to 5 red lights for the Bahrain Grand Prix here in Season 1. It is lights out and off we go. You can see there Lando Norris not getting the race start that he's needing off the line. We go down the inside, miss our braking zone just a little bit there and try to avoid the contact. Sort of skip the corner there, so we get late on the throttle, just so we don't get penalised there. Maybe a little bit under pressure from the Aston Martin, but we sent it down. Hold on, you guys just see that up ahead. The McLarens. Oh my gosh, the McLarens have come together. Oh my, you can see there just a little bit. I think Oscar Piastri has got damage as we make the move on the Alpine. And we're not wasting any time, actually. We're going to send it down the inside of Max Verstappen. Force him... actually, no, don't force him wide there. But, yeah, we're not wasting any time trying to make the move on Verstappen. Not quite making it work. Almost doing a Fernando Alonso. But as you can see on this camera shot here, Leclerc is in the lead and extending the gap by quite a fair bit then. As the Connor Sport behind, trying to make a move on the Sauber, I believe that was, yeah. But yeah, we'll get a replay in a second of the contact between the two McLarens then. That is absolutely horrible. Oh my gosh. Rule number 1 is don't make contact with your teammate. Yeah, you can see there, front right end plate is gone from Piastri then. As we can actually see him dive into the pits to change the front wing then, as we are under attack from the Alpine of Pierre Gasly. This is going to be brake late on purpose, try to force the Alpine to a tighter line. As yeah, DRS now trying to defend from the Alpine, which we do, thankfully. As yeah, up ahead remaining quite the same. I'm sure Leclerc is extending the gap even further in P1. Absolute start of dreams it is for Leclerc. Up into P1 from was it P3? Was it? I think. So very good stuff for Leclerc. We are under attack by Gasly, with Verstappen making a move up on Hamilton up ahead. We defend from Gasly very successfully. Very successful. That is definitely a word there. Side by side still. Verstappen and Hamilton, which is slowing both of them down by a lot. We are essentially in their grasp now. Whereas the Aston Martin had had a little look. But we now have got DRS down this start-finish straight in the slipstream of Verstappen. Hamilton pulls out all side by side, doesn't have DRS. We make it temporarily 3 wide. Go down the inside of Hamilton. Now Verstappen making a 2 double overtake work there, as we do bang wheels just slightly, as we do go deep on purpose there, pushing Verstappen to a very tight line, and just holding it around the inside, making the move work. Then currently up into P5, because you see we are on the hard tyres as well, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the replay of the contact then between the two McLarens. As you can see, it was that is horrible. Norris on defending on the inside, Leclerc shooting around the outside of the play in slow mo here. And you can see Oscar Piastri actually just starts turning right, and as he makes contact, he just continues to turn right, which is a little bit confusing why he was doing that then. But if we go back to where the point of contact was made, as you can see, there is still a little bit of room to the left there, albeit not too much room, but nevertheless, there's still somewhat of room there to just go left a little bit and be alongside Norris. That would have then forced Leclerc completely off the racing line and go deep into the corner. But instead, he does just turn right into Norris, gets the front wing damage, and as we play along here, you can see he hit the end plate flying by, and Leclerc actually runs over the end plate there, so he's very lucky not to get a puncture there. But let me know in the comments, ladies and gentlemen, what you guys think of that content. Let's go back on board under pressure from Verstappen. And we don't put too much up of a fight there, because we've already lost some time from Sonoda and P4. There you go, you guys can tell that this is an alternate reality already when Sonoda is up into P4. But, yeah, I noticed that we've fallen back from the pack up ahead, so we're going to try and hopefully use Verstappen as a DRS sort of slingshot, if you will, to catch up to the pack up ahead. That quite not working out, as you can see. We've got an objective to stay ahead of Hamilton until lap 10. And he's currently behind us. Half a second behind, but thankfully, he is on the soft compound tyre. So, and it is lap 5. So the tyres are going to die out. Or starting to die out very soon here. Our tyres are still holding on pretty decently. Obviously, it's going to be in their prime right now compared to the other tyres that everyone else is on. And yeah, we're just doing well to defend from Hamilton. We'll take the inside line just so he doesn't get any slipstream. Braking into the corner. He's actually under pressure from Alonso behind, more than he's pressuring us, so that's good. Lap 7. We're doing our very best to actually catch up to the pack here. As you can see, Verstappen has overtaken. Sonoda is currently attacking the cars up ahead. I believe that's is that the McLaren? I believe that is the McLaren. Oh, that's the Mercedes then. Can't quite see from this angle. But I believe, is that the Mercedes? That's the McLaren. That's orange. Oh my gosh, Norris is falling. But I wonder if Norris has got damage then from the contact turn 1. So he is falling back by a lot then. It's actually, funny enough, slowing down Verstappen, and in turn slowing everyone else down. So Noda's tyres are dying enough to fall into our DRS range. We use that to push up ahead, 3 seconds ahead of Hamilton behind, so I don't think we need to worry about him any longer in this race, or at least for the time being. Second by the Cherry with DRS again. Verstappen has overtaken Norris then. So yeah, he's 100% got some form of maybe diffuser damage then. And I just want to highlight this as well. This was when we're all battling up ahead. Verstappen trying to overtake Norris. And this is Hulkenberg and Gasly fighting. And I just want to highlight this because they remain side by side for an entire lap. And I just want to show this off on a replay. Replay cameras. Literally, they are just side by side. Absolutely fantastic. Wheel-to-wheel racing. Hulkenberg's tyres are going to be slightly better than Gasly's now. As well, this is lap 7, so the medium tyres are getting on just a little bit. So each corner, the hard tyres will be getting better and better. You can see the Aston Martin of Lance Stroll trying to get into the mix there. He's on soft compound tyres, so don't think he will be able to do much. Gasly with DRS down the inside. Can you make the inside work instead? Look at this. Hulkenberg making the outside work down, which is going to turn into the inside. And it's just beautiful, and it sort of forces Gasly to concede the position there, but for how long? As in the slipstream, Hulkenberg tries to go defensive. Gasly is down the inside once again, and yeah, still side by side as this we go on to lap 8. Lance Stroll is in the pits, getting rid of the soft tyres. A couple of others actually are into the pits, getting rid of their soft tyres. Lap 8 now. We're not feeling too aggressive. We're just using DRS to just drag us along and create a gap from behind us. As you can see there, temporarily, Carlos Sainz in P8, battling with Hamilton, not too far behind, about almost 5 seconds behind. But we are going to get DRS once again. Lap 9, 1 lap later, Sonoda is in the pits. It's just myself and Norris, who then also, everyone else up ahead actually does come into the pits, so we take, ladies and gentlemen, we take the lead of the race. And I haven't said it so far today, but we're going to try an audacious strategy here today, ladies and gentlemen. We are on the hard compound tyres. We are going to try and extend the life of these tyres by a ridiculous amount. As you can hear there on lap number 11, we get the call to come into the pits. However, we are not going to pit, ladies and gentlemen. We are not pitting. Leclerc in 4th then, 13 seconds behind on the medium tyres. We are going to extend the life of these tyres as much as we can before we pit onto the medium tyres. And yeah, that's just what we're doing. Leclerc up into P3 then, making easy work of the cars behind. I think Lawson and Behrman have not pitted yet. Russell has pitted and he's on the hard tyres. There's a flurry of fastest laps being set then. So obviously a lighter fuel now. Lighter fuel load. And fresh tyres. But this is essentially what we are doing. We're extending the lap time as much as possible. Lap 14. We are going. We are still going. We see the rear left there. 72%. Leclerc only 8 seconds behind now. But the funny thing is, Leclerc and Russell, they are going to pit again. So we are just skipping a pit stop. Skipping about, what, 25 seconds-ish from a pit stop. And at the end of this lap then, they jump onto lap 15. I believe, or maybe onto lap 16. Who knows? We are finally into the pits then. Getting rid of our hard compound of tyres. And going on to the very, very fresh medium tyres. We're going to have so much grip. You can see there, the McLaren and the Red Bull of Verstappen fighting. Carlos Sainz is just about up ahead then. We get ahead of Hamilton. So we successfully overcut Hamilton then by a couple of tenths. As yeah, doing a little bit of wiggling to warm up the tyres. Trying to unlock as much grip as we can on the start phase. And yeah, at least for right now, we are not going to focus on saving the tyres. We're just going to push, and push, and see where we end up in this race. Because we are in a very unique position now, where everyone else on the grid will need to pit once again. Even the people on the hard tyres. Whereas we're not pitting. So we just need to make up as much time as we can, because our tyres are surely going to be dead by the end of the end of the race. So we need to have as much time as possible from the cars behind. So when we do lose time, we still retain position. Lap 18, we managed to overtake Sainz. We're on the back of Antonelli now, who is going to go for the second stop of the race, thankfully, giving us DRS. We are now up into P2, this is. Let's go. We have a shot at the race win, ladies and gentlemen. We could get the race win here today. As only Russell is 11 seconds up the road. He is going to pit, I believe, at the end of this lap, in a couple of laps time. But yeah, currently running P2 and P3 then. Russell is now in. I believe our teammate behind is going to also come into the pits, which he does, and we take over the race lead, ladies and gentlemen. We are doing it. We have the shot to get a race win here today. Leclerc 10 seconds behind. That is who we are racing right now, ladies and gentlemen, in P3. Lap 23, we're just going to tick away at these the remaining laps then. Currently 8 seconds and a half behind. Our tyres are starting to go a little bit. The hard tyres are being a little bit better than our tyres, but he's still 8 seconds behind. Can we do it? It's going to be very, very close. Can we get the race win here today, ladies and gentlemen? Onto lap 24, under 8 seconds now behind. All of the grid has filtered out. As you can see, we go lap by lap by lap. 7 seconds behind now. Russell under 10 seconds. On to lap 26. Only 5 seconds. You can see our tyres are dying out then. Under 5 seconds for Leclerc. Russell is just over 7 seconds. Lap 20, on to lap 27. Under 4 seconds now. It is so close. We've got 3 laps to go. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 3 laps to go. Can we do it? On to lap 28. 1.4 seconds behind Leclerc is. Russell 4.5 seconds behind. You can see rear left 77%. So we have got severely reduced grip in this stage of the race. Only 2 laps to go. Leclerc is in DRS. He is right behind us now. And a little bit later, he has got the DRS. We use a little bit of overtake to help. We go defensive a little bit earlier on the brakes. Go wide, force Leclerc to give up on that overtake. But it is fairly futile. 81% on the rear left. 82 now. He just keeps ticking up. As yeah, we don't fight. Oh no, you can hear that. The problem. There is a problem with the car. Oh, for God's sake. Why is there a problem with the car? That is literally the last thing you want to hear. In this race. We're on to the last lap of the race. Unfortunately, we are not going to get the race win. But can we secure P2 for our very first podium? Is it even going to be possible? We'll have to see, because, oh, excuse me, excited burps there. We are going to watch this entire lap then. Just watching corner by corner. Russell's time is deflating, only 7/10 behind. 86% on the rear left. Our tyres are very, very dead. But, ladies and gentlemen, only a couple of corners to go. Can we do it? Can we secure P2 for our very first podium? We hug the inside, try to break the slipstream. Early on the brakes, force Russell out wide. We are going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to cross the line. Leclerc wins the Grand Prix, but we cross the line into P2. Our very first podium of our career. Let's go. As Antonelli gets driver of the day. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't quite manage to win the race. However, we have got our very first podium. Absolutely, like, fantastic race. I was 100% expecting to struggle a little bit in this race, as Bahrain is definitely not one of my my strong tracks. But we made it work with 102 difficulty as well, which is the highest I've ever been in any F1 game. Verstappen again, fastest lap of the race. To be fair, we were only 2/10 off the fastest lap in total then. So we definitely had a lot of pace, but we made the one-stop work here today. I'm very happy as Norris ends up in P7 then. Very tough race for him. 100% having damage from that contact then. Carlos Sainz finishing P8, Piastri in P15. So definitely not a great weekend for either one's championship hopes then. As yeah, Hamilton just about securing P10 there in the end. The Connor Sports falling back. They had a pretty decent qualifying session. Candyman had a penalty, so sort of a recovery race. As we look at the driver standings, Leclerc actually extends his championship lead so far, and George Russell overtakes Norris into P2 then, only 2-point difference. And yeah, the constructors standings as well. Ferrari is this Ferrari's year, ladies and gentlemen? Is this year Ferrari's year? As we look at now our ratings after our very first podium finish, getting a flourish of rating there. Very, very happy with that indeed. And we actually regain the 1% that we lost from last race then. So it's back up to 50%. There, as we get a spark plug engine upgrade and a durability upgrade. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all going to be for today. If you guys have enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys next time for a very exciting Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.